Traders in the building, what is good? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I'm so glad that you've discovered me. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the continued love and support. You already know what time it is, man. I'm back again with another weekly analysis, and today I'll be analyzing the dollar index, gold US30 and US100. And in front of me I have the dollar index, and as you can tell, I am currently bullish on this particular market. Reason being, at the moment the market is in a bullish channel. As you can see, the market keeps making higher highs and it keeps making higher lows. It's very obvious to see. The second reason why I'm bullish on this market is because at the moment we are above a level of sensitivity. We are above a support. I say this because previously this was a resistance, a clear area of resistance. Price broke out, came back, retest, couldn't break below, and from then we've been trying to go up. So these are my reasons why I am currently bullish on this particular market on this particular time frame. Now if you go to a smaller time frame, maybe the daily time frame, you will then notice over there that we also just recently broken above another area of significance. So obviously this is another trend line. This was a counter trend on this particular time frame. So this was the first touch, somewhere there, second touch, third touch, fourth touch. Market broke out, gave a retest, and then the market now started to move to the upward direction. So drop into a 4-hour time frame. So last week the market didn't do much. We saw the market coming up, and then it bought from this support. I thought it was going to continue buying once it broke out of this, and the next thing I know, the market came back inside this range again. So next week, this is an area, or rather these are two areas that I'm looking at to buy from. So now the market, if it can come back below next week, which I expect the most, I'm interested to buy from the support. However, what if then the market opens and it starts to trade above this particular resistance over here? Then if it does that, then it means this resistance is no longer a resistance. Instead it would have been turned into a newly formed support, and then it would make sense to buy from there. Otherwise, that's all I'm looking at. I don't think there's any possibility for sales at the moment on this particular market. Everything for me at the moment is pointing to the upside. So I believe you should also be looking at that, because if you look at this, these two areas of interest, this is where the market, where the market was above, it bought, and when the market was below, it sold. And so now it makes sense, now that the market is above the structure, it makes sense that the market would buy from that area if it gets there. Same as this one, when the market was below, it sold, and when the market was above, it bought, and so again it bought. And so if the market again goes above the structure, then it would make sense for us to expect the market to continue buying. That's all I'm looking for in this particular instrument. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. Moving on to gold, I'm bullish on gold. So let's go to the higher time frame. I'm also bullish on this particular time frame. Reason being, as you can tell from this price action, the market is going up, right? The trend of this market is bullish. However, the most important one, which is the one that occurred around March, is the breakout that we got from this particular resistance over here. If you pay attention to this resistance, you would know that this is an area, anytime where the market got to, it rejected, it got to, it rejected, got there again, rejected, and when it got there around again, I thought maybe the market was going to respect that structure again and drop. However, we saw that bullish move on March, and which meant that the market is continuing to break, and from then the market has been going up, right? So now last week there was an area of structure that I had anticipated. Let's move to the smaller time frame. If we go to the daily time frame over there, you will notice that last week I was bearish. However, the market did not move as I had anticipated. Let's go to the 4-hour. The reason why I was bearish last week was because before the market opened on Sunday, I saw that the price was below this particular area of interest. It was below this support over here, right? And so I was expecting that the market would just continue dropping. Looking at this price action, you would notice that last week we did get bullish move from the market. It came above this trend line. That was the first sign that the market was about to go up. It broke out of this particular resisting trend line, and when it did that, to me it signaled that the market potentially could be going up. And now as soon as it did that, my two areas of interest was this resistance over here and this support over here. These were the areas I would love to buy from should the market get to. And so the market then treated this as a resistance and came back to this support, and from that support, this is where I started to look for buys. And I don't need to explain what happened, as you can see. And So now for the week that is coming next week, I believe that still this one is still valid as an area of sensitivity. Now I have this one, this new one as another area of significance, because anytime the market is above, it buys. Anytime the market is below, it sells. So now that it's above that structure, I do expect potentially that the market could respect this area over here and buy, or maybe if it doesn't respect this area, potentially could give us a pullback back to this previous structure over here, and from there we could see the market going up. However, at the moment I am bullish. I don't see any bearishness, any signs of weaknesses from this particular market. I don't expect it to sell anytime soon. Yeah, I mean, that's all I'm looking for the week that is coming on this particular instrument. It's moving on to US100. On US100, I'm also bullish. So if you go to the monthly time frame, the reason why I'm bullish is because this market is bullish, right? Of course, you can see that. Another reason is we had broken previously the highest that this market had been, and we broke out of that structure. So if we break the high, it means now the high has become the low, which then suggests that the market still has room to go to the upside. So now the way you can trade this market on a smaller time frame is when the market broke out of that resistance, it didn't come back for a retest. So this was an impulse, and so this move to the downside was a retest, which also known as a correction. Now this current move that is happening, I see it as an impulse. So I do expect for the market to continue going higher, breaking all of these highs over here, and potentially creating new highs as the market goes. With the 4 hour for the week that is coming, this is what I would advise you guys to do. For me, I feel like the market has already moved. If you're looking for buys, because these are the areas mostly I'm mostly interested in. Wait for the market. If it does come back to this support, and then you start to look for buys, or if the market breaks out of that resistance, then you can start to look for buys again. However, because some of you guys are scalpers and all of that, you can drop into a smaller time frame. Now, as you can see on this particular time frame, I did recognize that there is a minor trend that had formed on this particular instrument. So the first touch over here, second touch, third touch, and a fourth touch, and the market then again broke up above an area of sensitivity over there. This was a resistance. First time, second time, third time, market broke out, gave a retest, and at the moment the market is trading above that structure over there. So for the week that is coming next week, if you are a scalper, this is what you could do. You could look for buys exactly at this on this support over here. Look for buys, and if the market breaks out of that resistance, it's another opportunity to buy. However, what if then the market opens and it decides to break below the structure over here? If it does that, then it means short-term sells back to this support over here that I told you about in a higher time frame, and that's where you can start to look for overall bullishness to come in on this particular instrument. That's all I have on this particular instrument. Moving on to US30, and I'm closing to with this one. US30, I'm also bullish, similar to US100. The market has been going up, right? Breaking the highest that this particular instrument had been, and of course when it broke out, it didn't give us a retest until recently with this bearish candlestick that you can see over here. So this was an impulse and this was a correction, and so I expect another impulse from this market. So how can you can trade this market is you need to go to a smaller time frame and you identify areas of interest. So of course I've already marked my 2 areas that I'm targeting for the week that is coming. This is the support and this is the resistance, the high of the range and the low of the range. So I'm looking at this area as an area that I'm interested to buy from should the market give a retest, because this has been an area of significance many times. Anytime the market is below, the market sells, and anytime the market is above, the market buys. So now that we are above that structure, I do expect a retest and a continuation from that structure. However, what if then the market doesn't give us that retest and instead it continues going higher and breaking that particular resistance over there? Then if it does that, it means that the market would have confirmed the bullishness and it would confirm that the market is going higher, and then I would expect a retest and a move to the upside would be nice before I can anticipate buy. So that's all pretty much I'm looking for on this particular instrument for the week that is coming. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. If you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up, comment something nice in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe. I do see the growth from my end, and I'm encouraged, guys. It really helps me a lot. So yeah, man, wait for another video. It's gonna drop in a few hours. I'll be analyzing currency pairs. If you want to know where Euro USD, GBP USD, USD JPY, and this time with also GBP JPY, where it's going next week, wait on that one. It's coming very soon. I love you guys. Thank you so much, and I am